If you want to learn how to study better, faster, and harder, keep watching. Aloha, it's Katie, and I'm so excited to share this video with you guys because I know it's going to be super helpful for you students. I've actually been planning this with a teacher for a while now. He's done a lot of research from a neuroscience perspective, and he's actually conducted an experiment where he gave one batch of students these study tips and not the other. He found that the group that did get these study tips performed a lot better in tests, took less time studying, and had so many other benefits. So I'm going to share you these 10 study tricks that actually work today. I'm also excited to try these tips. And I also don't normally wear this with makeup and hair curl and everything, but I had senior yearbook photos. I'm graduating in less than 250 days. Okay, it's a lot to take in. But first, if you're new to my channel, aloha! My name is Katie. I would have said that again in the intro, but you should subscribe down below and join our Alohana, which is what we call our family. Also follow me on social media, AlohaKatieX. While you're down there, you should click the bell to turn my notifications on, and after you do both subscribe and turn my notifications on, I will give you a shout out. Just come early to my next video and comment aloha with whatever message you want to share with our family, and I will feature you like these wonderful people on screen. This video is also a collab with my friend Chloe. She's gonna do a back to school try on haul. I love her so much. Her style is perfect. I know you guys will love her too, so I'll link her down below. Without further ado, here are the 10 study tips. Number 1. Do you keep forgetting stuff you learned in class? Scientists have known this fact since 1885, but if you learn something and you review it within 24 hours, you are 80% more likely to retain the information. So if you learn a new topic in school, review it that afternoon or that night. After you do that, it'll only take 5 minutes to retain 100% of the information next time you review it. Number 2. Are you a crammer? Because I know I am. But psychologists from San Diego found that it's better to study closer to the day you learn the information than to the test. If you learn something in Monday and your quiz is next Monday, don't study later than Wednesday. Number 3. Use active recall. A psychology professor from Washington University advised students not to reread textbooks. This gives students a false sense that they know what they're reviewing when in actuality it's because they have the textbook in front of them, so of course they feel a sense of comfort. Instead, he advised methods like closing the textbook and writing down everything you remember from a piece of paper or recalling it by speaking. Make sure you know it from your brain and not because you're reading what's in front of you. Number 4, don't overstudy. I used to do this a lot, and honestly, when work piles up in high school, you have to be more efficient and you gotta prioritize what you need to know. So whereas before I would look over the topic 1 notes over and over again, now I focus on harder topics and making sure I know those because those are the ones I really need to prepare for. University researchers found that there is a point where you hit diminishing returns. I know this is an econ term, but basically there is a point at which the amount of work you do does not translate into a proportional amount of information or knowledge gained. Learn what you need to know, but don't sacrifice one subject for another. Time management, people. Number 5, music. No lyrics. I found this fact really cool. Your brain is naturally wired to process language. So even though you think, oh, I'm not really thinking about the lyrics, your brain subconsciously is working try to decode that. So listen to classical music. I don't really like classical music, but it works for a lot of people. Number 6, multitasking is a myth. I used to try to do everything at once, but you really end up doing less trying to balance 2 things because your mind is never really focused on one thing. Instead, take things step by step, focus on one task so you can finish it as fast as you can and move on to the next one, and just like that, you'll eventually complete a lot of things. Number 7, learn to relax and get some rest. We all know all-nighters are not the solution, even though sometimes we have to because we don't manage our time that well. But guys, it's not sustainable. I would know. I've been sleeping pretty late this past week studying, and I felt like a zombie going to school. Starting this week, I'm gonna try to do these because I know that when I don't get enough sleep, it only hurts me because the next day when we learn new topics, I can't process it. If you absorb information better in class, then that saves you less time to do homework or studying on your own to catch up. Number 8, do practice tests or study in the way the test will be prepared. So if you have an oral, don't practice by writing stuff, practice by speaking, practicing with your sister, or just rehearsing it. Then if you have a writing test or an essay, then of course, you want to practice actually writing the essay out so you get the same feel, and when you take the test, you're more in that mindset. Number 9, I need to do this. I can tell it will really change learning, but make connections. When you're doing a unit, try to think about the other units you've learned and make connections, because when you see the bigger picture, you understand a lot better. And also you realize that things you learn are actually applicable in your daily lives, not just things you memorize for the heck of it. It's a good skill. Always keep learning and connecting ideas. It makes you a more knowledgeable person. And finally, the last tip, change the scenery or your study environment. This was really helpful for me. I would study my desk all day and I would just lose motivation, but if you change it up a bit, you go outside where there's natural sunlight, it changes your perception and makes you more willing to study. Also, a really cool thing I found out was that you shouldn't study on your bed, because when you go to sleep, your body treats the bed differently. Your bed is supposed to make you want to sleep. You know, your body is accustomed to knowing like, hey, it's time to sleep if you fall onto that soft mattress. If you keep studying there, then your body can't make that distinction, and it might end up messing up your sleep habits, or it'll make it harder for you to sleep at night. So avoid doing that. Keep work and sleep separate. Those were all the tips I have for you today. Give this video a thumbs up if you want more school study videos. Share this video with your friends to help them study better. Subscribe for new videos every week. I'm so determined to make this happen. Scan my Snapchat on your right. Click the top right eye to watch more of my videos. I have a huge back to school series this year. My shop with me in Japan, school supplies haul, all that fun stuff. Volleyball season has started for me in school, so you can expect a lot more volleyball videos. Follow me on social media at AlohaKDX, and I did have a poll for what volleyball video you want to see. Love you to paradise and back. See you next week with another new video. Bye guys.